Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new episode of DIY and Construction Fails. Today, we present to you some of the craziest clips of the week. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. Now this guy tried to demolish what he thought to be a fiberglass tub inside of his bathroom, but what seemed to be an easy demolition turned into a rock-hard lesson for days to come after realizing the tub was actually made out of rock instead of a fiberglass.
I got everything cut. It's ready to go. I just got one more. And I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna record it for video proof.
Now the backstory to this water catastrophe is that a sprinkler technician actually had just swapped out the sprinkler, but unfortunately, it slips out of the thread, and here we are now. This lady might have actually ruined the brick outside her home. After getting the idea to tone down the brick color, she makes an absolute mess of her brick.
And in hindsight, I should have listened to the people who said to seal the brick, but obviously I did not, and the grout stuck like glue.
I'm freaking out a little bit.
This is when the panic really set in. My cortisol levels were through the roof. It would not come off. I had to use a scrubby brush on each brick to bring back even the slightest bit of color. After this first patch, I switched to piping the grout, but honestly, it wasn't much better.
Now, this general contractor, or so-called handyman, absolutely botched this rough-in plumbing job after being told where the drain and copper stub outs were supposed to sit. The darn backhead numbnut put the drain right where the vanity cabinet was supposed to sit, impeding the way it's supposed to sit.
So I've seen guys get scared and freeze up, but never this bad. And then, do you see that one guy's just in socks? There's a lot going on here.
Now, this lady closed the sale on a home for one of her buyers, but unfortunately, right after the sale, a huge ice storm came in, absolutely wrecking the roof and freezing the pipes in the home, causing the pipes to burst.
Yo! Rodrigo! What?
That yell of the homeowner's name was a nonchalant cry for help. But always remember, there is a calm before the storm, and this plumbing nightmare was one of them. That concrete is screaming to be in a form. Now, here we have an example of a rather careless plumber who thought it was cool to do a shut-off live. But the darn thing took too long, and now the guy ruins the client's crawl space by riddling it with water. Let's put this darn clip in 2 times speed so you really see how long it took. Now, to anybody who doesn't subscribe to the channel, I hope you have this coming for you, but you can always change that by clicking that button on your TV. Now, this lady has been spared. The tool noticed it was in the wrong hands anyway, and should have been passed down to a man. Now, this next guy goes through one of the most insane DIY electrical fails known to date, because not only did he film one fail, but he filmed multiple fails done on one electrical job. Some people shouldn't be handed tools and a phone with TikTok.
Here, which if we follow that back around, keep following it, and goes into this guy. Pull it out of there, we come out with this yellow wire, and we plug into the laundry circuit.
Here, we have a water heater catastrophe that occurred inside of this home. Due to the consistent leakiness coming from the water heater and rotting out the plywood, it comes down into the basement and the rest is history.
I found the water heater room. The water heater's laying in the crawl space. There's no floor joists here. They're completely gone.
That's where I fell through, dude.
The whole floor is gone.
Now these guys made the biggest mistake. They forgot to prime the drywall first and instead coated it with paint already, and now they have to peel the darn thing off. Apparently, the guy working on this was mouthing off and showing off, but it twisted on him. Now this girl had come up with one of the best hacked up ideas this world has seen, because she uses a pool floaty to actually drain water from her sink. But little does she know she's in for a surprise with that smell.
No leak.
What? Y'all hear that, right? What in the world, dude? This is new construction.
So the backstory to this new construction nightmare was that the plumber who had actually done the shower valve had totally forgotten to hook up the water supply to the shower head. So now the water is rapidly leaking from behind the whole fiberglass enclosure.
Crazy.
Now he had moved into a brand new home, and after going through all of the outlets, he ends up finding one that doesn't work no matter how many things you put into it. If you ever find yourself a so-called handyman who thinks everything is absolutely easy to do, then think again, because this guy chose to hire a handyman who apparently knew how to do drywall, but it didn't go so smooth. Now this guy came across a whole plumbing nightmare, because after inspecting this client's house, he had found numerous different types of pipes that weren't supposed to be there, and the client ends up leaking the handyman's name.
Going into copper, go into high pressure PVC,
And
back into cast.
Miguel.
Miguel?
Yes.
Oh, Miguel needs to come and save us. Oh, man.
Now, here we have a beta male here, working with his masculine wife, both putting quite the joint effort into this new light fixture. But they now learn the hard way. Now these homeowners just experienced one of the worst days of their life after a huge storm had already been knocking on the front door. It becomes more of a problem when the water starts seeping in from the front than riding a wave right downstairs.
No, it's just... Are you kidding me? You can't fix drywall?
Sometimes you think it's just an easy fix, but one simple turn turns into a life-changing moment. A plumber's worst service call. Just when you find the clean out and it's time to get rid of the clog, you get a huge jump scare coming right out from the pipe.
Oh boy.
¿Cómo están mi gente? ¿Cómo han estado? Aquí le está saludando el Handyman Express 24-hour service. Aquí estamos en un problema.
Now this so-called Handyman Express had dug out a plumbing main line for a friend for full repair, because the friend had been scammed upon buying the home because the issue was not disclosed. But instead of abandoning the very old cast iron pipe, he had already dug straight into the concrete slab, and now the dirt was as high as the cabinets in the kitchen, and he still kept digging. This is what happens when you hire a handyman instead of a real plumber.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person.
Thank you guys for watching another episode of DIY and Construction Fails. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the rest of our videos.